If you were to search for the speed of light on Google, you'd be provided with a precise numerical value. Now, let's take that exact number and input it into Google Earth. What you are about to uncover might initially seem like a simple coincidence, but consider this. The Great Pyramid's alignment with true north is not only astonishingly accurate, but it even surpasses the precision achieved by modern scientists today. True north, as we know it, points directly toward the unchanging geographic North Pole on the Earth's surface. What makes this all the more intriguing is that the ancient architects responsible for the Great Pyramid had none of the advanced tools like compasses that we have today. Now ponder this. The dimensions of the Great Pyramid align flawlessly with the Earth's equator, and the three pyramids of Giza are meticulously arranged to replicate the distinct pattern of Orion's belt. When you piece together all this compelling evidence, it becomes undeniably clear that the masterminds behind Earth's most impeccably aligned structure were no ordinary ancient civilization employing primitive methods. Instead, they were highly intelligent individuals, guided by some form of concealed knowledge. While the enigma of who built the pyramids and for what purpose remains shrouded in mystery, there exists a site just 5 miles southwest of the Giza Plateau, within the ancient necropolis of Zayat el Aryan, that could very well hold the crucial missing puzzle piece to comprehending one of history's most profound riddles. This site is the Layer Pyramid in Zayat el Aryan, a site that has fascinated scholars for centuries. It wasn't until 1900 that a genuine investigation into this structure began, sparked by the interest of an extraordinary figure in archaeology, Alessandro Barsanti, an Italian artist, restorer, and archaeologist. Barsanti wasn't your typical archaeologist. He had dedicated decades to the Egyptian Antiquity Service and gained recognition for discovering Akhenaten's tomb in 1891. Initially, like his predecessors, Barsanti believed that this site had never developed into a fully constructed pyramid and was eventually abandoned after the king who initiated it passed away. However, Barsanti's perspective shifted dramatically when he embarked on a return journey to the site. Instead of following the usual path back to Giza along the desert's edge, he opted for a less traveled route that led to an elevated plateau, offering a breathtaking view of the surrounding landscape. From this vantage point, something extraordinary caught his eye about 1.5 miles north of the Layer Pyramid. It appeared as though the ground was scattered with substantial granite fragments and remnants of granite powder typically left behind during stone construction. Egyptologists had been studying Zayat el Aryan since the 1830s, but nothing beyond the unremarkable Layer Pyramid had been documented. Barsanti was compelled to act and quickly assembled a team of 50 individuals to conduct a preliminary exploration of the site. Within just 2 days, Barsanti's instincts were validated. A massive rectangular structure lay concealed beneath the ground. As the excavation progressed, they discovered interconnected pink granite blocks, culminating in a colossal 30-ton pink granite block in February 1905. This massive block seemed to mark the base of the pit, serving as the foundation for a type of pavement. Pink granite was highly prized and considerably more challenging to work with, suggesting the ancient Egyptians didn't use it haphazardly. Barsanti had high hopes of discovering an entrance to a subterranean realm brimming with tombs and untold treasures. However, his team stumbled upon an even more extraordinary revelation as the excavation continued, an object of entirely unprecedented nature. It took the form of a substantial oval vat crafted from pink granite, meticulously polished to a mirror-like sheen with a depth measuring 1 meter and 5 centimeters. The vat had immaculate reflective sides and an unusual oval shape, indicating that someone in the past had taken extensive measures to safeguard it. A layer of lime had been carefully spread over the vat's lid, followed by a thick layer of well-distributed clay, effectively shielding it from direct contact with the stacked limestone blocks above. Furthermore, these limestone blocks were meticulously placed side by side, forming a protective enclosure around the precious structure. Barsanti couldn't help but ponder the reasons behind such elaborate precautions. With a mix of caution and anticipation, Barsanti and his team began the process of removing the vat's lid. However, their hopes quickly turned to disappointment. There were no valuable artifacts or meticulously preserved treasures to be found. Barsanti observed that the walls of the vat were adorned with a narrow black band, speculating that this faint deposit might be the residue of a liquid that had been enclosed within the vat as an offering or libation, gradually evaporating over the passing years. This peculiar feature only deepened the vat's mystery. Barsanti dismissed the notion that the tank served as an unused sarcophagus. At the northern end of the pit, Barsanti and his team unearthed a meticulously crafted staircase that ascended steeply out of the pit. These stairs displayed a level of refinement unsuitable for mere workmen, suggesting a ceremonial purpose or leading to inner chambers. Then, an astonishing event occurred on March 31 of 1905. A violent storm deluged the desert with torrential rain, causing the pit to fill with over 3 meters of water. Remarkably, within a few hours after the storm subsided, the water level in the pit abruptly dropped by 1 meter. Barsanti confidently speculated that this sudden change indicated water seepage into concealed subterranean chambers beneath the pit. Despite the intensified efforts they had exerted in excavating the site, it proved exceedingly challenging. By late 1906, Barsanti faced financial depletion, compelling him to halt the excavation and disband his team. For years to come, he tirelessly sought additional funding, passionately conveying to anyone who would listen that he stood on the brink of a momentous discovery. In 1911, Barsanti finally secured the necessary financial support. Unfortunately, his team's efforts still didn't yield the results he had expected. Once again, financial resources dwindled before the mystery could be solved, forcing Barsanti to embark on a worldwide search for a new benefactor. However, his plans were abruptly halted by the outbreak of World War I, which brought exploration in Egypt to a standstill. Tragically, in 1917, Barsanti unexpectedly passed away at the age of 59. With his demise, the site and its enigma faded into obscurity, neglected by Egyptologists who abandoned any pursuit of its secrets. Throughout history, numerous theories have emerged in attempts to unveil the true purpose of the Great Pyramid. One particularly remarkable theory emerged in the 1960s, introduced by Edward Kunkel in 1962. Kunkel published a groundbreaking book titled Pharaoh's Pump, which sent shockwaves through the field of Egyptology. In his book, he posited that the passages and chambers within and beneath the Great Pyramid served as conduits and reservoirs for an enormous water pump designed to irrigate the surrounding desert. Kunkel proposed the existence of 2 pumps within the pyramid, one located underground, represented by the enigmatic subterranean chamber, and another situated above ground in the middle and upper chambers. These pumps, working in tandem, would create 2 streams that would exit the pyramid through shafts on its north and south sides. Naturally, Kunkel's theory faced considerable skepticism. Despite this, Kunkel's work caught the attention of engineers who, unrestricted by the conventions of mainstream Egyptology, began to scrutinize his ideas more closely. They recognized that while Kunkel's 2-pump concept might not have been feasible, a ram pump could potentially make sense. A ram pump is a simple device utilized for centuries, employing 2 moving parts and the force of gravity to transport water from a reservoir to another location. Could it be plausible that the builders of the Great Pyramid had created a ram pump on such an immense scale? This is where we connect the dots to the mystery of Zoyat El Aryan. It has been proposed that the site in question was not a partially constructed pyramid, but rather a designated outflow area where water pumped by the Great Pyramid was directed. It served as a reservoir designed to collect water pumped from underground sources. It is plausible that the tub was sealed during a period when the pump was no longer in operation to prevent leakage. Over time, the pit became filled with a jumbled accumulation of limestone blocks resembling the burial of a natural spring. It's possible that ancient civilizations constructed a vast underground irrigation network propelled by a powerful pump extending all the way to Zoyat El Aryan and throughout Egypt. In the early months of 1999, a marine engineer by the name of John Cadman embarked on a remarkable mission, decided to apply his extensive expertise in hydraulics to construct a scale model of the Great Pyramid. His particular focus was on the subterranean chamber, where he aimed to test its viability as a water pump. In July of 1999, Cadman initiated the construction of his first model, cleverly utilizing a nearby river as the water source. After numerous attempts and persistent efforts, he successfully pumped water through his model. This unequivocal success conclusively demonstrated to Cadman that the Great Pyramid could indeed function as an immense water pump. He passionately asserted that the creators of the subterranean chamber within the Great Pyramid possessed a profound understanding of their undertaking and executed it with precision. As Cadman delved deeper into his research, his working model unveiled an unexpected revelation. Encased in concrete, the pump generated a vertical compression wave akin to a recurring heartbeat-like thump that could be sensed up to 20 feet away through the ground and heard over 100 feet away. This discovery marked a paradigm shift. If the subterranean chamber of the Great Pyramid produced these pulse waves, they would have propagated through the granite upper chambers and passages. This would result in ionization within the atmosphere due to granite's reflective properties. In simpler terms, this process could have generated an electric field. In essence, the pulses created by the subterranean pump could have interacted with the pyramid's granite, potentially producing electricity. Consequently, Cadman not only demonstrated the Great Pyramid's ability to function as a water pump for ancient Egyptian irrigation, but also suggested its capacity to generate electricity. Some researchers even speculated that the pit at Zoyat El Aryan was linked to the Great Pyramid through underground tunnels. However, these tunnels might have served a different purpose than irrigation. Instead, they could have been utilized to transport electrified water to power an ancient civilization. Possibly, the sudden termination of research at the site and its subsequent confinement within a heavily guarded military zone could be attributed to the forbidden ancient technology hidden beneath it. It's conceivable that Zoyat El Aryan conceals evidence of an electrically advanced ancient Egypt, and these hidden secrets have the potential to completely revolutionize our comprehension of human history. As we conclude this journey into Egypt's enigmatic past and its hidden secrets, one thing is abundantly clear. Our understanding of ancient civilizations and their capabilities is far from complete. What are your thoughts on these incredible discoveries? Feel free to share your theories in the comments below and stay tuned for more captivating explorations into the mysteries of our world.